Connecting, and there he is.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Sorry, it was a little slow, even though we're in the heart of Silicon Valley. The
Yeah, you were in the heart of Silicon Valley. I'm in DC, but it didn't work so well. But Ro, before we get into things, this has been a terrible day for the folks in your district. A horrible shooting, 8 people dead. Another one of these horrible, awful mass shootings that we see all too often and more frequently in America. And I just want to convey my condolences to you, and particularly the families of the people who have been lost. They're going to have a hole in their hearts for the rest of their lives, and it's just atrocious. I do want to assure our listeners, I'm the author of the Brady Law, which is the background checks bill. The NRA still hates me for it, but there are perfections that have to be made in that bill, and we are going to put that on the floor of the Senate. Chris Murphy, one of our leaders on this issue, is right now trying to work out the last details.
Well, thank you, Senator Schumer. It's been an awful day. I mean, to wake up and have 8 people killed, and this was the VTA. You know, they don't get a lot of glory, but they're the ones who make the light rails run, the buses run. They're the glue of our community. They don't get paid a lot. They show up to work, and you had someone just open fire on them in a few seconds, destroyed these lives. The families are never going to be the same. And I told them that I was speaking to you today, and they were reassured, because I know they don't understand why we can't get common sense background checks, which you've supported, so that people who have a history of domestic violence like this individual did don't get guns. I mean, it's really outrageous.
Yeah, well, I'll just be quick on this. So when we passed the Brady Law, which passed by 1 vote, there were 2 loopholes in it. One we didn't know about. It was called internet gun sales. In 1994, when we passed this, there was no internet. The second is a little more tricky. About 7 members of the House came to me. We were neck and neck and said, please just allow an exception for gun shows. In those days, gun shows were not very big or serious. You know, it was a place where gun enthusiasts showed out, their 1939 Derringer. Now, of course, the gun shows have been ways these evil people who traffic in guns and kill our young people are able to sell guns without a background check. I never quite found out whether the people who came to me were innocent, you know, they just thought gun shows were okay, or were put up to it by the gun lobby. I don't know, but we got to close these loopholes, and we're working very hard to get it done.
Thank you, Senator. That'll mean a lot to my constituents. After this, I'm going to be going and talking to some of the families, so I appreciate your saying that.
Great.